The lake.
Lake?
She said that we would be taking to a lake that we have to walk across.
So you just enter here without crossing any swimming or doing boating, you just gonna walk and gonna cross here.
Okay, so just
It's gonna it's gonna back on the checkpoint and you are gonna cross here.
I'm a journalist. Are you guys interested in giving me a comment on why you guys are illegally smuggling humans into America?
Oh, really?
Yes, really.
So in terms of the total number of students that we did ask for compliance, that results in potentially 47,175. We have not yet determined whether or not they are fully non-compliant.
Okay.
These are initial results that the institutions provide to us.
Could you find them if they are compliant?
Any foreign national in Canada would be under the purview of the Canada Border Services Agency,
Okay.
so they have an inland investigation
So how do you
team.
know if your measures are effective? How many right now are fully non-compliant?
I don't have that number.
Can you provide that with committee?
That would be a challenging number because
How do you, if you don't know how many are non-compliant, how can you track them and remove them?
There are nearly 50,000 students on foreign visas missing north of the border. I have a theory on where they may have disappeared to, and you're probably not going to like it. But before I tell you, I have to take you to Canada.
Canada! Get the fuck out of my country!
You got to remove the man. That's my solution. Send them back home.
I visited Brampton, Ontario, a city locals commonly refer to as Bangladesh or Browntown, because of its extremely dense Indian population. Out of roughly 750,000 residents, 52% are of South Asian descent. This figure doesn't account for the large number of international foreign overstays on tourist or student visas, nor does it include the incoming numbers on their tourist visas, which are easily attainable and are valid for 10 years. Canada also doesn't track exit data for foreign nationals, so estimates of visa overstays nationwide sit close to 1 million. While many of these individuals remain in Canada illegally, as you'll soon see, a substantial number of them have actually crossed into the United States illegally. We met with Toronto-based journalist Harrison Faulkner, who is an expert on the rapid change of demographics in Canada.
So this is a statue of Hanuman, one of the Hindu gods. It's approximately 50 feet, quite imposing. While these statues, which have no historical connection to Canada whatsoever, they are being erected. And this is not the only one in Canada, but it's certainly sort of the most controversial and most in your face, if you can put it that way, statue that represents the changing demographics of Canada, the changing attitude in our country. This is what many in Canada would describe as a diploma mill, basically a satellite campus for an actual accredited college, which is not based in Toronto, but during the international student craze, many of them opened up locations like this one here. Now, what was going on here was what was going on many of these international student campuses. They were essentially attracting international students, mostly from India, actually almost all from India, paying extremely high tuition fees with the express intent of working around the immigration laws to be able to get permanent residency, the equivalent of a green card, but permanent residency here in Canada. In between 2019 and 2023, international student intake in Canada rose by 190%. So we had at one point, at our peak, over 1 million active student visas in Canada. The mayor confirmed that there were at least 80 unrecognized and unlicensed diploma mill colleges operating in Canada as a way to essentially fast-track Indian immigration into Canada for permanent residency. And they were operating in strip malls,
Strip malls?
Yes, strip mall colleges. There would be a fast food restaurant, and right beside it, in a strip mall, a college. This is Flair College of Management and Technologies. To give you some perspective, we are in a basement within a strip mall. Down the hall, there's a physiotherapy office, which it seems to be set up specifically for refugees. As we walk past, that was the whole idea. You've got, lettering on the walls in the basement here could be Punjabi, could be in Hindi as well, but this is apparently a college of management and technology. You can see here, they've got inside there classroom 1, classroom 2. Obviously, class is not in session right now.
Startling new allegations this morning involving Canada from India's top anti-money laundering agency. Officials there are linking dozens of Canadian colleges to alleged human smuggling of Indians into the United States.
Says that it has uncovered a massive criminal network that spans across continents. It consists, they say, of thousands of agents, some 262 Canadian colleges, and it all links back to 2 Indian entities. Now, the allegations are that these 2 Indian entities have drawn up contracts with these Canadian colleges, and their modus operandi has been to get Indians across to Canada on student visas. Now, these students would never attend the colleges they were supposed to and would then illegally cross over into the US.
So you have millions and millions of them coming over on a consistent basis. What do you think these people... Do you think they're interested in the United States of America? Is this just a one-stop shop for them? Is this the best they can get temporarily? What's your view on it?
The recent intake as people who would like to go to the United States if they can, they're not exactly loyal to Canada. I wouldn't imagine they'd be particularly loyal to the United States either, but the concept of trying to go to America, I think, is a lot better than trying to get into Canada. My view is that many of the international students that came to Canada would give a limb to be in the United States.
Brampton is only the beginning for some Indians. As Harrison stated, and as we all know, most people would rather be in America, with Canada being a very distant second choice or even just a necessary stepping stone. This background is extremely important because we, myself included, all had our eyes on the southern border. We're all too familiar with the dramatic footage of crossings from Mexico. Border walls, mass caravans, people drowning, surveillance, arrests, murders, rape, drugs. Have we ever stopped to think, what goes on up north?
They drive up, get out, lay some planks, hit the gas, and drive off. Recall stories involving the now closed Smugglers Inn, where the owner helped people illegally cross Zero Avenue.
Just as cartels advertise to South Americans, Indian smugglers have been running the same operation right under our nose. Or should I say, right over our heads. We researched these networks for weeks. Instagram posts and TikToks. It's a copy and paste system from how cartels brought millions of people and billions worth of drugs in from the south. It's as simple as messaging the number from social media and arranging transport to the border. Most of the accounts advertise out of Montreal, which is located about an hour north of New York State and Quebec, a French province in Canada. So I just arrived in Montreal from Brampton, and for the past day or so, I've been speaking with a man named Raj. He has a Chicago-based phone number, and I found him actually originally openly advertising human smuggling, basically operations coming from Canada into the United States of America. So I shot him a text, we've been going back and forth, and he basically responded immediately and said that yes, we'll get you and your family smuggled into the United States of America. He believes I am coming with my wife and child at the moment. Not only that, he has also arranged me a job in Chicago that includes transportation, so I get a car, I get food, and I get a place to live full time. So pretty wicked deal if you're an illegal immigrant essentially just trying to cross into the United States of America. Everything is set and ready for you. He has since asked us to share our location, so we're going to share the location of the hotel right down the street, and we're going to get ready. We're going to go over there and see what comes out of it. He just shared a live location as he requested at the pickup point that we set, this random hotel, as you can see. So now we are just waiting for a response from him. He said that he gave the driver my number and that he's going to be on his way soon. Directly behind me in this hotel parking lot is where we're going to be meeting with the human smuggler and hopefully speaking to him, getting some more details out of him. All of a sudden, I sent him my live location, as I showed you earlier, and I got multiple text messages from different people talking about, where are you? When can I pick you up? And to discuss the details further with me. So it seems like there's almost an interconnected network, kind of like how the cartels use on the southern border. And they then gather the main information from me and then disseminate it out to dozens of smugglers, and whoever is first come, first serve, they essentially are the ones that get paid for this. So we're waiting for him here right now. As you see, I have a little pen camera here. Obviously, I'm not going to have the mic on me when I approach. Try and get up close video of this human smuggler. My story is, I have a 9-year-old child. They continuously are asking what age my kid is. One of them just said, make sure he doesn't cry. So that's interesting. But one of the people that messaged us after our fixer connected us with this network, he reached out around 9:26 p.m. and said that he isn't able to do it tonight because that one of their groups went out tonight right around 9 p.m. So it seems like we just missed them. The fixer didn't connect us with them in time. But one of the people that messaged on the side was saying that they are sending one of their drivers out right at this moment.
Brother, they said that you would show me on the map just the lake. My wife is just a little nervous.
What do you want to see?
What?
What do you want to see?
She said we'd be crossing a lake. The lake.
Lake?
She said that we would be taking to a lake that we have to walk across.
No.
What?
Okay.
You're moving there.
Yeah.
I can show you the website. Yeah. My wife can get her inside. She's just a little nervous. So there's going to be another driver coming to get us?
Yeah. The other driver is coming, so just sit in a car, give me the payment, and the backend.
Smuggler number one is directly adjacent to me in this parking lot in the motel, driving a gray Honda Civic. He was a Indian guy, probably about 20 years old. We spoke extensively about it. He seemed pretty sketched out at first, realizing, I'm a white guy. But we kind of smooth talked him down, just said that my wife is worried. We have our kid with us. And he ended up actually showing me the location on the lake that we were going to cross. He said, we don't have to cross the lake. We're going to it's a 10 to 15 minute walk is what he said, through the woods to the right of a border checkpoint. And then they would then pick me up in the United States of America, and then they would drive us into basically upstate New York City. So that's how the process works. We're waiting to see if car number 2 shows up. The person responsible just requested that I share my live location for 8 hours so they can track me. I told him that I got enough information. I'm gonna go tell my wife, gonna go pack our bags, because they wanted us to combine it all down into one bag and bring him $9,500 USD. So the actual transport car appears to be an actual taxi. They're using a full-blown taxi to illegally smuggle people into the United States. Welcome to Canada. Hello?
You got the car, brother?
What, brother?
Are you getting the car?
I'm still kind of trying to talk my wife into it. She's just getting scared. How fast does somebody pick us up in New York?
Like only 5 minutes, brother. Like you walk for 10 to 15 minutes, then within 5 minutes there will be a car come to pick you up.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I make documentaries for a living, and I'm a journalist. Are you guys interested in giving me a comment on why you guys are illegally smuggling humans into America?
Oh, really?
Yes, really.
Okay, just like we are not smuggling.
You're not smuggling?
Yeah,
What do you mean you're not smuggling?
we are helping persons who wanna like go there and like who have problems here in Canada. So we are just only helping them.
Okay, so you guys are just good Samaritans. You're just helping people get across the border.
Yeah. So we are not smuggling.
Okay, well,
We are not forcing anyone. We are not doing anything like forcefully.
so why would I pay you $10,000 if you guys are just helping people?
Because we have to pay the drivers.
So that, by definition, is human smuggling. You guys are committing an international federal crime.
Right.
So is this a pretty big network that you guys got going on? They're just good Samaritans. They're just trying to help people that are down on their luck get across the border into America. I can't believe it. He actually tried to play that off. We're just good Samaritans. So I'm currently standing outside Chapman Bay. This is where the human smugglers last night wanted to take me for the drop-off and have me cross into the United States of America if I actually were being smuggled. No security, not even your standard security cameras, no RCMP, nothing at all. And this is one of the biggest hot spots coming in for illegal migration and drug trafficking into the United States of America at this moment. But what they wanted us to do, they said there was going to be no swimming involved. So you walk right down here at this boat ramp, and you literally just walk right along the beach for, they said, I think 10 to 15 minutes the walk was going to be. And then you would cut a sharp right through the woods. And as you can see here, if you literally just follow this beach, they said they would pick us about midway down on Alberg Road. So you have the actual border security checkpoints right here. You just walk. 10 to 15 minutes, you're home free in America. It's that easy. They're just walking along like this little beachhead right here.
Yeah.
And then just crossing in.
During the summers, I don't know how they do that. During the winter, they just cross by the lake. It's ice.
Showed you the one, 2 streets over here, and then you have this right between people's private property. And they do have cameras. Just looks like they may not be home right now, but they literally just walk right down here. Once again, right along the beach line, and they're in America. And she said that when it's winter, they literally just walk straight across the lake. As you can see behind me, this is the actual crossing checkpoint that if you're a lawful citizen, you would go through to get into the United States of America or back into Canada. And to put it in perspective for you, it's literally 2 streets down to the right of me. That is where the human smugglers wanted to bring me and my wife and my child, if I was crossing, down and have me walk along that beach. And this is how close America is right here. So for a little bit more perspective for you, 6 houses down is that first boat ramp we showed you. You have multiple inlets here as well that can act as boat launching. This house and this shed right here, that's America. So you can literally see, I could get there in 10 seconds after being dropped off from a car. It's that fast to cross into the United States of America. And then you just keep trekking for about 10 minutes, cut in, and you got it. Okay, so we just arrived at Roxham Road. We are going to start a timer to see what the RCMP response is like. How long is it going to take them to get here? See, it just started. This rock. That rock's American now. So it's really that easy. You literally just drop your load off and they come running through, and now you're home free in America. Absolutely no security here. We do have the timer going, but there's no physical presence here. There's nothing actually stopping people from crossing. So this small stretch of road recently became one of the most recognizable symbols of the North American migration crisis. For years, migrants crossed here from Canada into the United States of America and the United States into Canada.
Almost no one who comes here turns away.
The number of migrants that crosses through Roxham has dwindled, and our presence here is no longer necessary.
Despite signs at Roxham Road warning it's illegal to cross, for years people did it anyway.
Back then, there were processing facilities, support services, and significant security infrastructure. And as you can see now, there's nothing here. So as you can see, the buildings are gone, security is gone. Pretty much the only thing that's actually preventing human and drug smuggling into the United States of America is nothing more than some cinder blocks and bright signs and a ditch. So I could pay somebody $10,000 to bring me here and show me where to cross, or I could just simply order an Uber or a standard taxi and walk across myself. So the cameras can record everything. You still have some security infrastructure here. Seems like, oh, RCMP just rolled up. Let's check the timer. 10 minutes and 55 seconds. So you're already gone into America at this point. Long gone, you should say.
Hi, ma'am. Do you speak English? Yes. Yes. How are you? Andrew, Roger,
How are you doing? Good?
Good, good. We're just journalists doing a story on the border.
Oh, okay, perfect. We're just wondering.
We figured.
Yeah, exactly. Because we couldn't see the plate, license plate, so we were like, okay, what's you guys are doing? So
RCMP is pulling away. They just rolled up on us about 10 minutes in. You got another car coming right now as well. But they just wanted to make sure we weren't smuggling anybody across, asked where we were from, and just wanted their general details to make sure we weren't actually, smuggling humans or smuggling drugs. She touched on the fact that a lot of people do still come here, but they're actually deeper off in the woods now too, just so they don't get spotted by these cameras. But it was 10 minutes, 10 minutes, almost 11 minutes. We would have been gone regardless.
Three men are facing charges in relation to a truck intercepted in Stansted last month full of 44 migrants.
I am currently in Stansted, Quebec, and right behind me is a place called Derby, Vermont. This is called the Derby Line right here. And at one point, this actually used to be a shared community. Canadians and Americans could come and go. I mean, this is literally cut right down the middle of the town, what you're seeing right now. This library right here, you have to now have a passport as a Canadian to access it, even though the majority of it is on the Canadian side. But the entrance happens to be on the American side. There's some very famous footage that took place right here of where smugglers drove over this lawn right here outside this library. It can be gone within minutes. But you see this house, just shows you how ridiculous it is here, is literally cut in half. You have Canadians on one side and Americans on the other. In what used to be, a pretty united town, everyone would come together. You'd just freely cross whenever you'd like, and everybody would have joined the amenities. So you could very easily have family on the other side, because this at one point was free to cross. So now in order to get to the other side or to come to this side to see family or to access a restaurant that you grew up going to or even the local library, you need a passport. You need to go through customs. You need to go through all the hoops, which of course makes sense. But the only people it's affecting are law-abiding citizens. It's not affecting the human or the drug smugglers in any shape, form, or way. For years, when Americans talked about large Indian communities in places like New Jersey or Texas, the conversation centered on the H-1B visa program, a system intended for highly skilled workers and labor shortages. But it's quite obvious. The program is no longer used for either. You don't need an H-1B visa to end up working and living in America. For countless migrants, all it takes is reaching Canada and finding a way across the border. Despite years of political debate and commentary, trade disputes, security agreements, and promises of reform, the northern border remains a massive vulnerability. Long after those concerns were supposedly addressed, I was still able to get remarkably close to being illegally smuggled into the United States, and all it took was a simple Instagram search. Indians aren't just arriving through Canada. They've become Canada's largest export to the United States. Not oil, people.